materia medica pure, and chronic disease. These are the main titles that he has written, right? And this is one of the gems that gifted to us by Sankaran sir to read. And let us celebrate this let us read this together. So see the time, it is 1800. Imagine 1800. And a very practical and philosophical advice gem that is given by Lenka 200 it was. Now, first I started with 30 to see that does not aggravate. And I'm also Lenka willing to go on LM potency now, as he has improved a lot. So let us concentrate on the letter now. Forget everything. Just relax your minds for a while. So these are the words of Master Hahnemann to his patient. My dear sir. See, feel the words. Let us all feel the words together. My dear sir. He is writing this to his patient. And there are some patients who get anxious. Like, oh, doctor, you are going on vacation. Where are you going? What will happen to me? How will I take care of myself? You are leaving and you are going. And what if I get sick? And I think this Taylor patient was something that kind of patient of Dr. Hahnemann. And to relieve his patient's anxiety, our master is writing to patient, my dear sir, it is true that I am going to Hamburg. Elishiv. Wait now, I'll answer questions, don't worry. Just read this letter now with me. Try to feel your master a little bit. So it is true that I am going to Hamburg, but that need not trouble you. So don't worry. He's telling him, don't worry. If you do not grudge a few groschen. Groschen is the starting of the euros. He's talking about currency. That, I am available. You will spend a few groschens and the letter will cost. You can still have my advice when I'm there. Don't worry. I'm leaving, but you can reach to me. And see the words he is writing. Merely write my name and Hamburg beneath it, and your letter so addressed will find me. How interesting. You could just WhatsApp like that. WhatsApp like that nowadays. But yeah, so famous. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell, Suresh. Now, next, what he's writing, for present, I must say that you are on the fair road to health, and the chief sources of your malady cut off. He's just reassuring the patient, you're doing good. And chief sources of your malady are cut off, right? But one source still remains, and it's cause of your last relapse. How interesting. How interesting that he is giving a counseling to his patient in the letter that, to complete the cure, right? And what was that one source that remains, that is cause of your last relapse? Man is a delicate human machine, is not constituted for overwork. So I don't know what was the remedy of this Taylor that Hahnemann gave. I'm wondering that, but definitely this Taylor is overworking, right? And that is one source that he needs to cut off, one more last source that he needs to cut off. If all of you will listen to this letter very keenly, I'm very sure many of you, including me, we are going to heal today, because this is one of the main of course, maintaining causes, as Dr. Suresh is saying of all of us. He cannot overwork his powers or faculties with impunity. If he does so from ambition, love of gain, or other praiseworthy or blameworthy motive, he sets himself in opposition to the order of nature. How interesting. So it's okay to work, but if you are overworking for money, for praise, or just out of this that I should only work because somebody will blame me that I am not working. This is going in opposite to the nature. And his body suffers injury or destruction. All the more if his body is already in a weakened condition, what you cannot accomplish in a week, you can do in 2 weeks. Kya jaldi hai? What is the hurry? Do it slowly. Why? See, one of my most adored teacher is Dr. Jayesh. He used to say, Sahaj ho jao, Sahaj ho jao. And these are the words of Hahnemann that reminded me of Jayesh sir's words also. Sahaj ho jao. And he's joking also. If your customers will not wait, they cannot fairly expect that you will for their sake make yourself ill and work yourself to the grave, leaving your wife, widow, and children orphans. See, the kind of advice he is giving is very interesting. Okay, let them wait. It is not only greater bodily exertion that injures you, it is even more the attendant strain on the mind. Strain on the mind. And the overwrought mind in its turn affects the body injuriously. Again, mind-body connection. If, this is amazing, this is something that changed my life also. If you do not assume an attitude of cool indifference, my daughter says, Mommy, take a chill pill. This is the chill pill by Hahnemann. Attitude of cool indifference. Living first for yourself and only secondly for others. If you will not do that, there is small chance of your recovery. And he's saying, trust me, what a joke Hahnemann is putting here. When you are in your grave, men will still be clothed, perhaps not as tastefully, but still tolerable. And he's true, but still tolerable. And he wrote true. The taste of old times was better. If you are a philosopher, you may become healthy. You may attain to an old age. Again, a joke, if somebody understands. Yeah. If you will become philosopher, you will be healthy and become old. But if anything annoys, give no heed to it. मुझे उसने ये बोल दिया, he spoke that way to me, he behaves that way to me, this is what is going on. And great, Dr. Gaurang is here with us. And I believe he will just let me finish the letter and will then have a conversation with him also on this eve. So if anything annoys you, give no heed to it. If anything is too much for you, you have nothing to do with. If anyone seeks to drive you, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. What he's saying, go slowly and laugh at the fools who wish to make you happy. This is the best line of this letter. Go slowly and laugh at the fools who wish to make you unhappy. What you can do comfortably, that you do. What you cannot, don't bother yourself about. It is not going to, that by over pressure of work, you're, going to do something great in your life. Whatever you do it in a cool way. Do it more rationally, more intelligently, more in accordance with the nature, more cheerfully, more quietly, more healthy. Be cool. Don't rush. And remain deaf to the bribery of praise. Keep your feet on the ground. Remain cold and pursue your own course slowly and quietly like a wise, sensible man to enjoy tranquil mind and body. Amazing. What will you do by doing so much to show your ego to the world? And see, the calm-blooded man who lets things softly glide, attain his object, lives more tranquilly and healthy, and attains a good old age. And this layerly man sometimes lights upon a lucky idea, as our Hahnemann did, the fruit of serious original thought that was given to us by our master Hahnemann shall give us more profitable impacts. So I'll post this letter to and share everyone. And this is where he ends. And so one day follows another in quite succession until the final day of advanced age brings him to the termination of well-spent life, as our master did, well-spent life. And he serenely reposes, in other words, that as he calmly lived this one. Oh, amazing. Farewell, follow my advice. And when all goes well with you, remember how interestingly he's written this. So with this, our tribute to the master. Happy Hahnemann Day to all of you. And Gaurang sir is there with us. We'll give our tributes, all of us together. He's there live with us from Moscow. My God.
How are you, Dr. Manish?
I'm thrilled after this session. All these participants are amazing, I'm telling you.
Our colleagues and our homeopathic friends, they love you. Thank you for being there.
Yeah, and
Spasiba.
today's a special day, and I read out a letter.
I saw that. Actually, sir sent me this letter as well, so I have.
Yeah, very nice. I thought this was a nice story.
But Dr. Manish, I beg to differ.
You are a fire, my dear.
I humbly beg to differ, and I don't say I beg to differ. I believe that it's a good letter and it's a beautiful letter. But if you really want to understand Master Hahnemann or even our teacher Dr. Sankaran, you don't have to look at letters or books. You have to look at their life.
Yeah.
And what is the beautiful thing is the example they set, not by letters, but the life they live. What life did Dr. Hahnemann live? What life did Dr. Sankaran live? Or all our really, really special teachers live? But especially Dr. Hahnemann lived. You imagine the kind of difficult times that he went through, but still he kept working and bringing it to the next level. You know how many editions of Organon he came up with, and even towards the end, even with his wife, he worked towards the end of his life in Paris, trying to help as many patients as he can. So I do believe that the best tribute anyone can ever do is by setting an example, and your own life can be an example. So this is how I beg to differ.
I cannot disagree with you.
It's so nice to see all our friends from Brazil, from India, from Europe, from America, everyone. I'm here in Moscow, and homeopathy is alive here, and homeopathy is spreading remarkably here. The scope of homeopathy everywhere I go is so much that I want to tell you. just keep working hard. Just keep trying to do your very best with all humility. Yes, like Dr. Manish said, have a balanced life or have a crazy life like me. But just with all humility, keep working hard, and homeopathy will give you much more than you can ever
My dear
imagine.
brother, homeopathy is spreading. You know why? Because wherever you are going, homeopathy is going. Your work,
बस डॉक्टर
you're
मनीष
setting an
अभी
example everywhere.
मेरे को आप मत चढ़ाओ, वो जाने
नहीं नहीं
दो.
वो जरूरी है देखो बट क्या है ना what what I can feel in this letter is of course if we see the later lives of Master Hahnemann, even I see Sankaran sir nowadays that they are because of course not in the beginning, after some time I know Gaurang you will also start becoming effortless, little laid back when you have set things so much. Of course the fire within you is never going to come down. I'm very sure about that.
I think we have to remain, like you rightly said, we have to remain
Yeah,
true to our nature.
exactly.
If one's
That's
basic DNA
exactly.
is to do a particular thing or live in a particular thing, you can't have a different kind of state to live in. Actually, that is disease. So I think you have to
Exactly.
remain true to
Exactly.
yourself and live what you actually are born here to live. as
To,
as as a
to
great author
you.
once said that,
Yeah.
okay, you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear.
Okay. As a great author once said, there are two most important things, important days in one's life. One is when you're born, and second is when you know when you're born. So I do
Yes.
hope that all our
Yeah,
friends here um,
I
find
agree.
their real self. And I'm so grateful that Dr. Manish, you have come here and shared such interesting case. I saw that case of Clematis, and I look forward
Yeah,
to learn from you and
my
everyone.
dear brother, we are learning every day from you. I'm grateful that I don't know, it's because of the love I get from you that you chose me for this day. I'm very happy for this. I'm very thankful for this. It's a great, deep gratitude towards you and your work you're doing. And
Thank you,
fire
Dr.
comes
Manish.
naturally to you. Keep spreading love and homeopathy everywhere.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Spasiba,
so much.
Dasvidania, and we will meet again very soon.
Very happy Hahnemann Day to all of you. Thank
Thank you.
you, Dr. Gaurang, for coming. It made everything very special.
You messaged me, you have to come. You know, I can't say a no to you. There are
We
very
will
few people I
come.
can't say no. Abhi aapne bola to fir what to do?
Thank you so much.
And
Love you.
and you and you know that whenever I come to Punjab and how you and your colleagues they treat me, and all my friends should know that whenever I went to Punjab, they will give such big hugs so tightly that it takes some time to breathe. So he used to keep 2 or 3 very big bouncers, and as soon as I go in, they give such a big jaffi like this that it take about 1 or 2 minutes to start breathing properly. So this is Dr. Manish's style. If you ever come to India or whenever you go to Punjab in Ludhiana, do meet our friend Dr. Manish.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
With this, we'll keep in touch.
God bless.